Hey guys, it's your girl, Lashes Tony XO. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a very hard video for me to film, you guys. This is going to be a life update. I have a list of things I need to go over with you guys about what's been going on with my life. Why I have a YouTube schedule, why I didn't post on Monday, there's like at least 6 or 7 things I really want to address with you guys. Some of them are extremely important, so please watch this video and please leave me your feedback down below for some like positive thoughts, positive prayers, like this video to let me know that you care, that you're behind me, that you understand. This is just a really difficult video for me to make. Also, this is probably going to be a very long video, probably one of the longest videos I've ever made, maybe. My camera does cut off like between 30 and 35 minutes. So I'm going to try to talk to you guys as long as I can because I have so much to touch base on. But I'm going to start with, I have a list, and I'm going to start with the first thing on my list. Okay. So, I want you guys to know that the reason why I did not post a video on Monday, because my new schedule is Sunday, Monday, and Thursdays. Okay, I'm going to tell you why I have a schedule. I'm going to tell you every single step that I need to talk to you guys about. This is a very important video. If you are a true subscriber, a friend, you really want to watch this video, you might want to get you a drink, sit back, enjoy it. I mean, it's not the happiest video I've ever made by any means. Like I said, it is a life update video. So there's going to be things that I don't really want to talk about. There's going to be things that might even make me cry. But I just feel like as a YouTuber who puts herself out there, it's stuff I need to address to you guys because you guys are friends to me. And I feel like I really need to talk to my friends. I really need a friend to talk to, you guys. So that's why I'm putting myself out there for you, and I hope you understand this video. I'm going to try to make sense of it all. Like I said, I have a list, because if I don't have a list in front of me, I'm just going to be babbling, and it's not going to make any sense to you guys. So let me start with the first thing on my list. Okay, my anxiety and depression, unfortunately, is back. So the reason why I did not post on Monday was I had a severe panic attack on Monday and on Tuesday and on Wednesday. So they've been back-to-back full-on panic attacks, and I've been suffering from panic attacks, depression, anxiety, I would say for the last, like really bad for the last 5 years. I've had anxiety pretty much since my father died, but the panic attacks and the depression didn't come until like the last 5 years of my life. So, but I do want to tell you that it is back. My anxiety, if I had to give you a scale, you know when you go to the doctor and they're like, okay, what is your scale pain from 1 to 10? Like when you're in labor or if something hurts and you're at the doctors always ask you, what is your scale pain? Well, when you go to a psychiatrist or something like that, they'll ask you sometimes, what is your anxiety level from a 1 to a 10? My anxiety level for the last 3 days from 1 to 10 has been 100, if that makes any sense. It's been like so bad, you guys, so bad. I don't want to cry in this video, so I'm going to really try not to cry. My depression today, I'm not a pretty crier, so I refuse to cry in this video. If you see my eyes tear up, I want to cry, but I'm not going to cry. My depression today is through the roof because I have so much anxiety. And the anxiety, like I said, has come back with a vengeance. And every few months I will have like severe anxiety where I have back-to-back panic attacks. And if you've never experienced panic attacks, the only thing I can tell you is get down on your knees and thank God that you don't have to do that. Because it is like, when you have a panic attack, it is like your mind cannot focus on anything but your fear. And whatever fear that moment is, you feel so trapped inside your own mind and inside your fear. For instance, for me, anxiety feels like, that's why I said it's like from 1 to a 10, it's like 100. Because for me, anxiety feels like someone is slowly suffocating me and I can't breathe and I can't think, and all I can do is like, I feel like I'm slowly dying, and there's nothing that can change that. That's just my feeling, and I want so bad to fight it and so bad to get out of it. And that is the best way for me. I know this doesn't make sense for people that don't understand anxiety and depression. My depression comes from my anxiety, if that makes sense. The only time I get depressed is when I have anxiety, okay? I'm not the type of person that needs to be on depression medicine. I'm not that type of person that like just sits around and feels sorry for herself. I am a go-getter. I am a very, very extremely driven person. So I will like fill my day with a million things to do, and I will not lay in bed. I refuse to lay in bed and do nothing with my life. I am going to do a million things. I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to do YouTube. I'm going to do this and that and this and that. Depression is not going to stop me from shit. I will fight it. But anxiety, I cannot fight. I lose that battle every fucking time. Anxiety is such a mind control thing. And if you don't have it, you need to thank your lucky stars that you don't have it. It is so scary and so terrifying to have it, especially as much as I have it. And like I said, I had it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I mean, it just got really bad really quick. And I'm not going to tell you what triggered it because it's extremely, extremely personal. I have a lot of personal things going on with my life. And so that is kind of what is triggering it. But I don't really want to address those because I am going to be honest with you about, a lot of stuff in my life. But there's some things I feel like you should keep to yourself until you're ready to talk about it. And right now, I'm not ready to talk about it. But there is things in my life that are triggering my anxiety and my depression. Okay, so that's what I want to say first of all. My anxiety and depression is full on back. And so I am trying to stick to a YouTube schedule. That's why I made a schedule, because like I said, I'm very driven. I really want to work. I really want to keep my mind busy. It's the best thing for me. Somebody like me whose mind wanders so much. Like, my anxiety preys on my fears. It's the best way I can say it. If you've ever seen the movie, this is so random, but if you've ever seen the movie, I think it's Batman. If you've ever seen that movie where the Scarecrow is like my anxiety. The Scarecrow just shows up and feeds, and the Scarecrow can see your fears, and even though your fears are stupid or not even, they don't even exist really, or just whatever. The scarecrow will come and all you see is your fear, and you're like scared shitless. That's basically, my anxiety is like the scarecrow. So when my anxiety comes to me, it is like full on, shows me all my fears. You have a fear of death, you have a fear of what the future lies ahead, you have a fear of, am I going to make it? Am I going to be able to fight my anxiety? Am I going to be to fight my depression, or am I going to like be one of those people that can't face tomorrow, or that I can't fight depression and it's going to win, and it's going to kick my ass, and I'm going to be one of those people that like commit suicide or something. And I've never thought about suicide like that or anything like that. I'm not trying to freak people out, but depression does come with those thoughts, and it does come with a lot. And I'm just letting you guys know, my depression, my anxiety is like so bad right now that I'm really thinking about going back to my psychiatrist. I haven't been in years. I used to go to a guy psychiatrist who no longer does psychiatry anymore. So I would have to find someone new. But at the time I went to him, he had put me on 4 to 5 Xanaxes a day. Can you imagine? He put me on depression medicine and 4 to 5 Xanaxes a day. Do you know what that does to you? Oh my God. When I think about it, it causes me more anxiety. I was just a walking zombie, basically, and I was so mean to people that I didn't even need. Like, somebody would say the simplest things, and I would just bite their head off. I don't want to do that anymore, and I don't want to have to go to doctors for medication. I want to be able to fight this. I think I'm a strong person. I believe in my heart that I can fight it, but it's going to take time to fight this. It's going to take time to get my shit together, to get my life together. I'm scared shitless. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am scared of what the future has for me. I'm scared if I can beat this, because I have so many friends who had depression and anxiety and was on depression medication and they committed suicide. I had friends that just couldn't do it, just couldn't deal with life. And I don't want to be that person at all. I don't want to be that person. I am here to tell you I'm going to fight with every ounce of my being to beat this, but it is hard as fucking hell. I want you guys to know, if you suffer from anxiety and depression, you have my thoughts and prayers, because it is something no one else can understand until you walk in someone else's shoes that have it and that struggle with it like I do. I struggle with it so hard. And it has taken everything I can to make this video and to not cry. But yeah, so I wanted to address, that is the big elephant in the room. I am fighting depression and anxiety really bad right now. I'm fighting it hard. And like I said, my husband keeps telling me, you're a fighter, you can do it. And then I made little post-it notes that I started making and sticking on my computer. And I'll look at it from time to time like, oh, you went through this hard time in your life and you're still here. You did it. You made it through that. When my father died, I never in a million years thought that I could live life without my father. And I'm still here, you guys. I'm still here. I had a really bad part of my childhood where my aunt was brutally murdered. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And I had to go through that. And I'm still here, you guys. And my children's father passed away. And I had to go to my kids and tell them when they were in kindergarten, when they were in, one of them was in kindergarten, one of them was in 4th grade. And I had to come to their school and say, hey, your father died. Do you know how traumatic that was for me and for them? Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I just been crying, But I'm back. Yeah, I told you this might be an emotional video for y'all. So I'm sorry. I'm not a very pretty crier, so note that. I tried to fix my makeup. What happened was I heard a knock at the door, and my husband sent me 2 dozen red and pink roses because he knows that I've been suffering from sorry. Hold on one second. Sorry guys, I am a mess today. Okay, so my husband sent me 2 dozen roses. They're super heavy. Pink and red roses and a card. And the card says to the best wife. I can't even talk, you guys. I'm a mess. I have so much stuff to address today. I might have to make this a 2-parter. It says to the best wife ever. I hope all your dreams were he sent me 2 cards. So even though I don't always say my feelings, I love you more than you can know. I hope all your dreams come true, and I hope you beat all your demons and love your life. I'm not crying anymore. I just wanted to share my anxiety and depression with you guys and let you know that I'm trying to beat this, okay? I'm trying to beat it, and I'm gonna beat it. I'm a strong person. I've been through a lot in my life, and I will get through this. Okay, next, I have like 7 different things to talk to you guys about with a life update. So let's get started with the rest. Okay, number 2, why did I make this YouTube schedule? I made a YouTube schedule for you guys for Sunday, Monday, and Thursday because it was the best days for me to be able to post videos for you guys because I am starting to homeschool my son this year for 9th grade for high school. And I'm going to get into why. And I don't need any negative comments about people that are against homeschool, people that are against what I'm doing. I don't really need any negativity right now in my life. But I do want to explain, I have really good reasons for this. And I really hope you guys that are truly my friends and truly support me will understand. Okay, so like I said, I'm a very organized person. I like structure. I like everything by the book type of person. So that's why I decided to make a schedule because I wanted to make sure my YouTube was done and I don't disappoint you guys. Now Monday was my fault. I had a panic attack and I did not get a video up. But like I said, the reason why I did make a YouTube video, why is someone stopped in front of my house? Okay guys, so what I was saying was the reason why I have a homeschool schedule now, that didn't even make sense. The reason why I have a YouTube schedule now is because I am homeschooling my son, Harrison. He is the only kid that is in school. All my other kids are have jobs, have their own place, finish school, all that stuff. Harrison is still in school. He's 16 years old and he is going into the 9th grade this year. Okay. He suffers from dyslexia. I think you've heard me talk about it before. His is very severe dyslexia. There's different levels of dyslexia, just like there's different levels of autism or really any type of thing. There's different levels. Just like there's different levels of diabetes and different things, different levels of cancer. There's different levels of, mine went blank, of dyslexia. There's different levels. Okay, so anyway, his is pretty severe, okay? So, I homeschooled him when he was Okay, let's try this again. More into fucking eruptions. Sorry for the bad language, but I'm getting really stressed out right now. Okay. So like I was saying, I used to homeschool my son because he was going to a really shitty school when he was in kindergarten and first grade. Okay, he was going to a really backwoods school. They paddled him. They pretty much blamed everything on me. I tried to tell the people that he had dyslexia. They wouldn't listen. They were blaming everything on me. I took him out of that school and homeschooled him. So from first grade to third grade, I homeschooled him. Now, he was not at that time. He was not diagnosed with dyslexia, but as a mom and as his teacher, I started learning that I really felt like he had dyslexia. So I told my husband, I said, look, I really think he has dyslexia, and I think it's severe. So let's take him to get tested. So we went to the best of the best doctor, and he diagnosed Harrison with severe dyslexia. Okay, so we went and got a lawyer, all this kind of stuff, put him in a different public school to where he could have one-on-one attention, because kids with dyslexia have to have that one-on-one attention from their teachers, because they're not like the other children. You have to, for instance, if I told Harrison to read this book, even though he's 16 years old, if I told him to go read this book, and then I said, okay, here's a test, go take it, it's gonna fail the test, because what he read does not register in his brain. So basically, I learned this from other teachers that helped him and stuff like that, that when you have a child with dyslexia, now not all children with dyslexia, I'm sure, are the same, but my son is this way. You have to sit down with him, read the book to him, then ask him the questions, discuss the questions, and if there's a test, I also have to go over the test with him and maybe even do ABC choices, stuff like that. You have to really personalize their education like that. It has to be a really one-on-one thing. Okay, so when he went to private school, we did get a lawyer. We did get all that settled. That was great, but that was just for elementary school. So by the time he got in middle school, he could no longer go to that private school. It was a really great private school. They really helped him a lot. They kept him there as long as that the law would allow, because you cannot be a certain age in elementary school, obviously. So he was older than the other kids, and he had to go to middle school. Okay, so last year he was in middle school, and we put him in a private school at that time, because we felt like the only option we had was this really shitty public school that I did not like at all. They were not doing their job. I almost got a few teachers fired because they were not doing their job. They actually called my son stupid at one point, and so I don't take that shit from anybody when it comes to my child. So I put him in a private school. I love the private school so much, but private schools do not do the one-on-one with the students. So we had a tutor for him, and she was his teacher from that elementary school that I loved. So she had been tutoring him, I would say, for 5 years of his life. So ever since he started public school till he was in middle school, private school, she had been tutoring him at least once to twice a week, okay? Every day, every year of his life, since elementary to middle school. So she was like his security blanket, his best friend, his teacher, his tutor, everything. She was everything to him, okay? And I really felt comfortable. I was happy with her teaching him. He was learning so much and everything. And then when me and my husband started having marital problems during the summer, it got so intense, so bad. You guys know, I left, he went to the beach, I went to another state. He was dating, I was dating. It was a big mess. We were not divorced. and it was a very messy situation. Well, we get a random text from Harrison's, supposedly, I thought, was a close friend, and she had blamed it on our marriage, which tutoring a child has nothing to do with our messy life, our messy divorce, we didn't get a divorce, but our messy marriage, our messy separation, all that stuff. Tutoring Harrison, if she was really truly his friend and cared about his education and cared about him, she had known him since the 4th grade to the 8th grade, you guys, and she was there, like, birthdays and everything. She was like part of the family, okay? We would exchange Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. She would take him places for his birthday. And when she just randomly texted us over the summer saying, I'm out, like, peace out, I was like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? So I had to tell Harrison over the summer, you know, you're going to be going to 9th grade to high school with no tutor, and, you know, having dyslexia, so really he's not on that 9th grade level. He's more on like 7th or 8th grade level. And so for him, it was like, whoa, I'm going to have to go to high school with no tutor or nobody to like give me that one-on-one attention. So he was like, Mom, can you do me this favor? Can you promise me that you'll homeschool me and give me that one-on-one attention that I really, really need so I can learn? And I was like, look, his father was totally against it. His brothers are totally against it. They were like, Mom, he really needs that social. At 16, you really need that social interaction. You know, you meet friends, you make friends at home. He's not really going to make friends. He's going to be more isolated, and I understand that. But when your son comes to you crying, and you're a mom, and you've also been his teacher in the past, so you know about his dyslexia, and you know what he needs. When he came to me and said, Mom, I really, really, really want you to homeschool me for 9th grade, I said yes. I do not want any hate for this, but his teacher put me in this, like his tutor put me in this predicament where like he really needs that one-on-one, and private school is not going to give him that. And the only public school we have that we're supposed to go to, their teachers are shitty teachers. And I hate to say that. I'm not bashing all teachers, but this particular school is like the worst school in Alabama. I promise you, the worst. There've been teachers there that's been like kicked out for molesting students. Just like the whole school is gone to shit. So the private schools around here are really bad. No, sorry. The public schools around here are really bad. The private schools are awesome. But the only bad thing about private school is you do not have that one-on-one with your student. So I told him I'm very strict when it comes to me teaching. I'm totally opposite than Mom. I'm like teacher mode. So I'm like, look, this is what I'll do. I will teach you 9th grade for 1 year. 1 year. You have goals. If you do not meet your academic goals, and also, if you don't know about homeschool, you make your own schedule. As long as you have 170-something days per year, you're good. But you have to have that, okay? You have to grade. You have to turn in grades. They have to have a certain amount of days per year that they have to go to school. They have to have their academics met and all that kind of stuff. So I said, if these are not met in 9th grade, your butt is going back to private school, and we'll just have to find you another tutor. And he agreed to this. So that is a lot on my plate with the anxiety, my depression, my YouTube channel, which I'm trying to do 3 days a week. Like I said, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. I will do my best to get those videos up for you guys. Now I'm adding homeschool to the mix. There's also one other thing I want to talk about, but I really truly think I'm going to have to make this a totally separate video because my time is running out, you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about this other thing, which is so important. It's another life update or story time, whatever you want to call it. So, if you like this video or if you support me, you want to leave me a positive feedback, I would truly appreciate it, you guys. You guys are my YouTube family. You mean so much to me. What you think matters, but please no negative comments. Just leave me positive feedback. I really, really need positiveness in my life right now. I'm going through so much. I have so much on my plate, you guys. I'm praying so hard every day that God just gives me, I just tell him, please God, give me one day at a time. Just get me through that one day. I don't want to think about like too much into the future, but just like give me that one day to get by, and the next day just give me that one day. You know what I mean? But anyway, thank you for listening to me. I hope I wasn't too boring and too long. I want to say I appreciate your support so much, you guys. You mean so much to me. You are my people. You're my YouTube family. Love you guys to pieces. I hope you please give this video a big thumbs up. It will help me so much. Leave me a comment down below. I really want to talk to you guys about this. If you suffer from any of this, leave me a comment. How do you deal with it? If you want me to make more videos about this, leave comments about that. Love you guys. Bye. Love you.